in the game.
EA Sports is in the game.
Picturesque Provo, Utah, LaBelle Edwards Stadium. There's nothing quite like a great rivalry matchup in college football. The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. It's the Wyoming Cowboys and the BYU Cougars. Restate the state call again. Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
Kalani Sitake has BYU trending. He's got a new contract. He's got stability coming off one of the best seasons in school history at 12-2. But they are not satisfied, just narrowly missing the college football playoff. The Cougars have more to prove in college football this season. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. BYU ready to put a foot to it and get this game going. He'll start the return inside his 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. So the Wyoming Cowboys offense makes its way onto the field to open this game. Redemption might be on their mind as they took a whipping the last time these two squared off.
They sure did, Reese, and their best players made a lot of mistakes the last time out, especially on offense. David, it's really important in this one. The stars have to play like stars. They got to stat it up, and they got to start fast.
And they got to remember what happened. They got to remember the celebration, the on-field antics, the social media, all of it that came with it. The embarrassment of last time. So, yes, your big players, they got to play big, especially in these rivalry games.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Right side, it's Richardson. Makes the grab and down immediately. He picks up a few.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
So already a challenge on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 9. He's got his man across the middle. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
And that's a frustrating drive. Not the drive they were trying to put together. 3 plays, couldn't find a way to break somebody loose. Catching the football, getting tackled. Offense still trying to get into rhythm, trying to make something happen on their side of the field.
The Cowboys will try to pin them back with the punt. Catches it cleanly at the 20. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. The Cougars offense takes the field for the first time in this game. A big challenge in this matchup is for the linebackers to be able to hold their ground, something they haven't always been successful at doing. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
For a wide receiver screen to work, you've got to have better blocking out in front by other receivers, and they're just not physical enough at the point on that last play.
Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Looking downfield, it's Bachmeier. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Turning it on. He's at the 10. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Great job getting the interception, maybe an even better job on the return. You got the convoy, you're finding your blockers, you're out in the open field. You're saying, hey, coach, watch me with the ball in the open space. Maybe I can get on offense and get a few throws. That was a phenomenal individual effort.
And the offense suddenly with an opportunity it couldn't have expected with a 1st and goal after the pick. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Wyoming!
That's a nice job by the offense there in their second drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. That didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. Their defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. Coming out with it, it's Dell. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. On the ground, it's Martin. All over him immediately.
And a lot of times the fit up front, you know, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will get a W. Like they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
Pulls it on the option. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
They'll send the tight end in motion. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
On a big third down, love the discipline by the defense there. You got everybody with their eyes on the quarterback, rallying to the football, showing good speed on D. Nice tackle. Love the team defense.
Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. The fair catch just inside the 40. Quick give, it's Harris. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Third down coming up, and the Cougar faithful are doing everything they can to help out this team. Keeps it himself. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy first down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
They kick it away on 4th down. Maybe one notch of adrenaline too much on the punt there. It hits about a yard deep in the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. Motion from the wideout. Sells the run, looking to pass. In the backfield, it's Buckmeyer. He gets it up close to the 25. Out of bounds, they'll mark it at the 24.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes, he's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
After the 4-yard completion on 1st down, now it's 2nd and 6. Straight ahead, it's Martin. Driven back.
Well, that guy is so quick coming out of his stance. Did you see how fast he got to the ball carrier to get that tackle for loss? Wow.
Need 10 yards on this 3rd down, and they're backed up inside their own 20. Moving the pocket, it's Buckmeyer. Tight end finds a soft spot. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40.
And it's hard to imagine a defense losing the big fella, losing the tight end, but where was the coverage? Something broke down right there between linebackers and safeties to try to figure out where he was. He's the beneficiary. Catches the football, a lot of grass in front of him to make a big play.
Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. It's dropped after taking the hit. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong, the emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
And the offense clearly saying, we want to take those deep shots. We want to be aggressive. And I think that's a good strategy because it makes the defense really honor what you're going to do. And just missed a little bit, but I wouldn't be surprised if this offense finds a way to come back to some of those deep balls.
Grabs it at the 25 in stride. Touchdown, BYU! He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
What a massive play for the offense. And sometimes when you're calling it deep in your own end, you're expecting man coverage or at least a one-on-one to the outside of the field, and that's what they had. The quarterback put air under it. The receiver shows off his speed. They make the catch, and it's not just a big first down. It's a touchdown. That is a momentum-changing play.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the score comes courtesy of an explosive play in the passing game from 60 yards out. From inside the 10, here he comes. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Wyoming takes over the football and the Cowboy offense on its way out. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
Back to throw, it's Hughes. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
Well, give the defense credit because they're forcing this quarterback to throw into very small windows under duress.
And the Cowboys lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. Churns into the pile. They just needed inches. Instead, they lost 3 feet. What a play by the defense.
Man, what a response by this defense. First down, you give up 9 yards and set them up in great position on second down, but nice pass defense, staying disciplined on second down, and then third down, just meeting the physical challenge. Great job by this defense responding to a poor first down.
Not a lot of room to field this one. He couldn't find much running room there, didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. So the BYU offense comes out to go on the attack. A snap, lost a throw to start this drive. In traffic, it's Lions. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
All right, and that starts with the Big Bear. I mean, first of all, when your name is Bear, you're cooler than everyone else. But when you saw him come in as a freshman a year ago, big, strong. Everybody debated his weight. Is he 220? Is he 230? Probably closer to 250. And you watched him as a freshman make play after play.
Makes a grab and room to run. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
Man, this guy's closing in quickly on 100 yards receiving. We're not even out of the first quarter yet. We knew he was going to be a big part of the game plan and the strategy, but every time they've looked his way, he has been making a big play, and that's something the defense, they have to be aware of moving forward.
Drops back on first down. Looking to the big tight end. A strike downfield.
Well, that's 3 throws on this drive and 3 completions and 3 first downs. And it's funny, talking to the offensive coordinator during the week, he said, hey, if my head coach would let me do it, I'd throw the ball 100 times a game. I wouldn't even run it because of how much I trust this quarterback to do the right thing. And that's exactly what's happening on this drive.
Out wide left, it's Casper. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
From the gun, it's Martin. There he goes. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line?
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
Caught behind the line. It's Phillips. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. A 70-yard touchdown drive, and they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Could not make his way to the corner.
I'll tell you, the offense might be setting up a shot down the field here. You might see them later fake the wide receiver screen and see if they can hit a tight end or another receiver running up the boundary. Keep your eye open for that.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. To the air, it's Hughes. And the pass is incomplete, and that's how the first quarter comes to a close. And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the second. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. From the gun, wants to pass. Reels it in. They'll stop him at the 24, and that brings up fourth down.
Listen, I know this running back is shifty. I know he's really good in the open field, but that's just asking too much of him at this point. Third and long situation. He wasn't going to be able to make that extra guy miss trying to get that first down.
The Cowboys will punt it away on fourth down. Going to field this one in tight quarters. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. The Cougars offense takes the field to start this drive. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
And it was a nice job in play calling too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Just inside the 40-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from the 39. Sells the run, wants to pass. Finds his target. And he's going to lose yardage. He was looking everywhere for just a little grass and a little air, and none to be found. The Cougars now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Left side, it's Buckmeyer. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I mean, I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
Third down, and they need 15 after 2 negative plays. Wide receiver comes in motion. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. They've got him before he gets the first down marker, and the screen does not deliver.
You know, I got to tell you, as an offense, moving forward in this game, 3rd and long, you're going to have to push the ball downfield a little bit more. You got to throw to the sticks and give yourself a chance to convert these third downs.
Now looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And that lead grows even bigger.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Trying to make them guess wrong on the read option to the right.
I suspect we can see that same exact play. They make it look really easy, running the option down the line of scrimmage, QB making good decisions and keeping them in good second down situations.
Tried to pound it on first down, now back to the line. Running inside, it's Harris. Just smothered on the play.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on third down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
Looking for a man, it's Hughes. Oh, pressure's coming. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
And that time, the defense dialed up a free safety blitz. They were able to get an extra number in the pass rush. Offensive line, running backs, they couldn't account for it. And that free safety able to get to the quarterback.
And the Cowboys will send out the punt unit. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. He gets a block. No chance for any kind of return there. They were all over him as soon as he caught the football. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Martin. Got the first down. Bulldozes his way through. Speeding down the left side. Touchdown, Cougar! And once he got away from the knee, they had no shot at catching it. And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy, he makes a big play. Yes, please.
Lining up to add another. Oh, they blocked the extra point. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. One snap, and you've got a touchdown on the board.
BYU 23, Wyoming 7. Number 97, set to kick it off.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Wyoming's offense heads out to get this drive started. Handoff from the gun. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get some points to cut into this lead right before the half.
Hits inside, it's Harris.
And as you start to settle into games as a play call, you start to figure out what works and what doesn't work. And they really got to find a way to get this running game going. They haven't figured it out yet. Like, maybe get the ball more on the perimeter. You know, find a way to get the ball to your running back in space. This offense really has to find a way to get the ground game going.
Looking to pass, it's Hughes. Out wide left, it's Holman. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
He's looking to throw. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a 4th down.
One thing this defense always talks about is getting off the field. Last drive, they forced a punt. Here on third down, what a great job flying to the football, getting a hit, forcing an incompletion. They may be jogging off here soon again.
The Cowboys send out the punt unit. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Catch in the middle, it's Casper. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. They'll run the counter. Oh, he's got some space. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Man, that is so tough. When you play defense, you get your eyes on your keys and you got to read them, but sometimes they lie to you. You could see the little misdirection by this offense, fooled the defense, created some space. The offense took advantage and made a huge play.
BYU coming to the line with 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Well, BYU is a team that made it to the Big 12 title game a year ago. A big part of it was L.J. Martin and their ability running the football, but also what he was able to do catching it as well. Bachmeier back at quarterback, so this offense really expects to take the next step. But L.J. Martin, David, probably one of the better running backs in the country that maybe a lot of college football fans.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
Well, obviously, at this point in the first half, the defense is finding themselves in a hole, and you just get the feeling if they're going to get back in this, they're going to need more plays like that. They're going to need sacks. They're going to need turnovers. They're going to have to create negative plays to get themselves some momentum.
A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long, this one from the 44. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. Leaves it with the back. He's not going to get there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down decision. The Cowboys will use their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. BYU will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Dropping back, it's Hughes. They're all over him. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. He'll set up to throw. Got his man. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. The Cougars will use their first timeout here. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this 3rd down play. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Knocked down immediately. They tried to surprise him on 3rd and long with the run, and nothing doing. And the Cowboys decide to punt it away. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. The run inside. It's Martin. He breaks a tackle.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
And the Cougars with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Snapped it in the shotgun. Out wide right, it's Lions. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
When you can run routes like this big guy, you can line him up in the slot. You can give him some extra space to work and just let him find the open holes over the middle of the field. It's a good idea to line him up in different spots to help him out, but he's a big part of this passing game. You saw why there.
Look out! On the run, fires downfield. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
You're welcome. That's what the defensive line just said to the secondary. Ball comes out quick, inaccurate. Why? Because we're getting pressure on the quarterback right away.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Bachmeier. Here comes the heat. Hit as he throws. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Well, this offense has come out lighting it up, throwing the football. They've had a lot of success. They found guys wide open. They've been able to make contested catches, too. Finally, though, the defense right there able to go up and compete for a ball and knock it incomplete. Can that give them the confidence they need here to slow this passing game down for the rest of the game?
He's going to run it. Breaks into the open. Quarterback slides, and that is a punch to the gut to any defense to let a quarterback get out and move the sticks there.
It's just so hard to stop. There is no rhyme. There is no reason. He just scrambles around, makes people miss, and the next thing you know, you look up and he's 20, 30 yards down the field, and there's nothing you can do about it.
BYU with the 1st and 10. Fresh center downs going to the air. Not able to hook up there, incomplete. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Just gets rid of that one.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions had them staring at 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. Oh, man, another incompletion. That's 3 in a row.
On that 3rd down, they took a shot in the end zone, just couldn't connect. QB and receiver not on the same page, and now it's decision time if you're the head coach on 4th.
And in the waning seconds of the first half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And the field goal to end the half takes us to halftime. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. What a first half for that superstar back. He's already over 100 yards today, and he's done it with tough physical running, but also elusive speed. And that combination has his team 2 quarters away from a nice win. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out. The Cowboys will kick it off to start the second half.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. They'll open the second half with a run. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. Looking for a man. It's Bachmeier. Got it. Looks as if BYU will have a first down.
Man, you see so much of this in football now. Big body wide receivers, right? Guys that can run routes and box guys out. You want to play man-to-man coverage on me? I'll put my big body on you. You throw it near me, I'll make the contested catch.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Sells to run, looking to pass. Right side, it's Lyons. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Makes the grab. It's Casper.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
The last completion got him 6. Now it's 2nd and 4. Quick give. It's Martin. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a first down for this offense.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
The Cougars kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Fresh set of downs going up top. They'll flip it out to the back on the screen. Turning it on! Inside the 10. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
On 1st and goal, let's see if BYU can score here. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
Quarterback just has to be more aware of the situation. First down, goal-to-go situation. You cannot take a sack. So the QB, if no one's open, you got to make sure you're throwing that ball out of the end zone and helping your offense out.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack.
The offense right now is moving in the wrong direction. They weren't able to get a touchdown on that first down play. Now giving up a negative play on 2nd down. You better be very careful about this 3rd down play call.
And how big is that earlier sack now as they try to get it in the end zone here? Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. Unleashes to the end zone. Incomplete. He was looking for the score there.
Man, they just couldn't find a hole. Down in the red zone, the field shrinks. So much harder to complete those passes, but 4th and short. Now, decision time, baby.
And this kicker is turning into old reliable. He's already knocked through a couple today. From the left hash, and this distance ought to make that angle pretty easy to handle. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And now the lead is even bigger.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
On the run from inside his own 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. The Cowboys come out to get this drive started. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
And the Cowboys trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Straight ahead, it's Harris. Good blocking up front. Great job following it. He's got 6 to the 18.
I think if you're the coaching staff, you have to like what you've seen from this guy so far in the game. He's pumped out some really nice runs. Obviously, he's already scored a touchdown. Really nice run there as well. And for me, I would keep thinking about creative ways of getting this guy the ball as the game goes on here in the second half.
Throws to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the first down at the 30.
And obviously trailing in this football game now in the second half, this is exactly what they talked about at halftime. We've got to create some explosive plays in the passing game. They're going to need a lot of this, and the defense is fully aware that they're going to throw the football. But that's a great start to this second half.
Looking downfield, it's Hughes. Trying to make magic on the scramble. At the 45 on his way. Slides to the ground, picks up the first down, and avoids the hit.
He can throw it. He can buy time. He can run it. What can't he do? This guy's so talented. When he does stuff like this, there's no way to stop it. There's no way to coach a defense up against this. He's just really fast, and I can't catch him.
The Cowboys have this offense rolling. Here's a quick throw out to the left. He was able to reach into his bag of tricks and use it to pick up a few extra yards.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
He stopped at the 32-yard line, pick up a 5 on the play, and it'll be a first down.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hands, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on second and 4. Kept it on the ground. Now they'll throw. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
This defensive end is an animal. He already has 2 sacks, and we're only in the third quarter. I'd move him around a little bit more defensively so that the offense has no idea where he's lining up. Because right now, man, he is feasting.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
We've already seen the gifts he has, man. You've seen him dance. You've seen him rush, like really good speed. That's what we talked about coming to this football game, trying to get some negative plays. A better job by the defense there, being aggressive, getting to him, and getting the sack on that play.
And the Cowboys line up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. And it looks as if there will be no return here as the punt goes out of bounds. So the BYU offense comes out to go on the attack. From the gun, it's Martin. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
2nd and long here. Dropping back, it's Bachmeier. Got a man, it's Phillips. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
One of the things I love about the passing game we've seen on offense so far here is just how good the decisions have been by the quarterback. He's not being too greedy. When the shot plays have been there, he's taken them, and they've scored points because of that, but he just takes what the defense gives him, and you're just whittling away, and you're marching the ball down the field. Really good decisions by the QB.
And how about the aggressiveness of this defense? I love this. Don't let him get to the sideline. Kept the ball in the middle of the field, went after the quarterback right away like some missiles and got him on the ground.
Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. The throw on 2nd down, and they need a lot. Setting up the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
Now on offense, you're trying to get your running back involved here in the passing game, and obviously no success on that play. Defense seemed like they were aware of it, and all of a sudden you've set yourself up in a tough position here on 3rd.
They might want to find a way to put it in drive and go forward. It's 3rd and 16. Flip it out to the back on the screen. There he goes. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
Really nice individual effort that time by the wide receiver. He was trying to get the first down. There was no way he was going out of bounds there on 3rd, fighting for every inch he could get. Didn't quite get there, and now you've got a big decision if you're the head coach. You're going to stay on the field and try to go for this thing.
And that one will sail out of bounds. No chance for a return there. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Running inside, it's Harris. And he's brought down after a solid gain, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd quarter. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Back to throw, it's Hughes. Under pressure, being chased. On the move at the 30. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that time. Nothing open. He didn't panic. He saw some green grass. He was able to get outside, away from the defense, get upfield, pick up the first down. That play is going to help their momentum. They need more scramble plays like that from him.
And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing if they stop the pass, they win the game, and they have done that. Their guys have won one-on-one on islands. They've been able to get to the quarterback. They've been mixing up their looks. They haven't even allowed 100 yards passing in this one, and that's why they are way ahead here in the 4th quarter.
Rush is on. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And that's kind of how their day's gone, right? Like they haven't protected their guy up front, and that's why they haven't been explosive and scored a bunch of points, man. Position number 1 for every offense. Like, if we're going to throw, we got to protect him. And just right there, he gets hit again. He's been sacked several times. Like, this offensive line's got to do a better job.
Nothing there, and he just had to throw it away.
I would not want to be the offensive coordinator right now. This offense has a hard time completing the forward pass and making plays. And now you're down, and they know to rush the passer. They know the pass is coming.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they are on the move.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
Rush right in his face. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
This offensive line is not going to like watching the film back tomorrow when they get the opportunity, because they have gotten beat time and time again up front, especially in passing situations. All of the hits, all of the sacks that this quarterback has taken is the biggest reason why they're going to lose this game.
On play action. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the third down.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
They were really starting to put a drive together, but after a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. He'll try to get to the marker himself. He's past the sticks. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
And how about that on 3rd and long? I think everybody in this place thinking pass, right? Drop back and play pass. Well, who has the quarterback? Like, a lot of times in these man-to-man, 3rd down and long situations, nobody has him. Look at that. Runs the option to perfection, keeps the football, and gets the first down.
To the air. It's Hughes. Hauls it in. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. He'll try to do it himself. Slides to the ground. He got away and picked up the first down on a 2nd and long.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays. I like the decision-making of the young man, though. Don't force the football. We already got to make big plays. The defense knows it, too. Nice job pulling it down, scrambling, getting the first down. Now you got to keep it going.
Going to the run. It's Harris. Didn't even get started. He'll be dropped for a loss of 3.
A lot of times those draw plays are successful when those defensive linemen run up the field, rush the quarterback, create some holes. Not this time. The defensive line did a really good job understanding that, seeing the draw play, getting the running back, getting his butt on the ground.
2nd down, gonna throw it. Big fella moving. Pistols firing, touchdown Cowboys. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
No backs with the quarterback as they line up for the 2. To throw, it's Hughes. Snags it. Stop short. They'll bring him down at the 1. He just couldn't get it in.
BYU 29, Wyoming 13.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Cougars offense takes the field to start this drive. So that last touchdown made it a 2-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can. And the ball is free on the pitch. Defense trying to take it back. Takes it in. Touchdown, Cowboys.
There is nothing better than watching a big boy do what he was born to do. Ball on the turf, the big fella scoops it up, and Palmer, thank God he didn't have to go far.
You know what? The thing I love about this too, David, is he never quit on the play. He pursued it, showed great effort. He was Johnny on the spot, bounced right into his belly. They may want to put this guy on short yardage goal line because he has a nose for the end zone.
Two-point conversion attempt is coming. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Back's got it on the screen. He's brought down, not even close to the goal line, and that two-point conversion attempt goes awry.
BYU 29, Wyoming 19. Number 47 set to kick this one away.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. Pulled and finds his man on the left. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Well, I tell you, man, this guy's been putting on a show all game long. We've seen his decision-making. We've seen his athleticism. Because of him, they've got this huge lead in the fourth quarter. So why stop throwing it? Just keep it going when the going's good.
Motion from the wide receiver. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Martin.
They've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the football. That was a really nice run. This offensive line is firing off late. Looks like they're getting stronger as the game goes on, and that is a good sign for the offense.
Moves the pocket. It's Bachmeier. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
Well, that's just a miss by the quarterback. That's a simple slant route. That ball's got to be thrown out in front or put in the face mask of the receiver. Bad throw by the QB.
Third and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on fourth down by what they call here. Trying to squeak through the pile. And BYU will get the first down.
And that's got to be so frustrating for this defense, man. He's already over 100 yards. Like, they're going to continue to feature him, especially on third down. And so far, this defense, they can't find the answer. They can't get him to the ground. They've got to find something to slow this dude down.
Wants to throw on first. Looking left. Near the sideline, it's Bachmeier. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Got it behind the line. It's Phillips. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. On the run, it's Martin. Can't get him to the ground. Nice move to keep running.
And this is the part of the game where you could really see this guy take over, right? Like, you've got the lead, the big running back. He's physical in the fourth quarter, starting to get a little bit tired. Let's see if he can keep this going.
Here comes third and short from the 27. This defense trying to make them settle for a field goal. They'll go with a direct snap. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
And this drive feels like it's just gone on forever, right? The clock is just ticking away. The defense is aware of that. It's got to be frustrating because you just allowed another first down, fresh set coming up. You've got to do something to stop this bleeding.
Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon.
Neutral zone action. Defense.
The defender crossed the line a little bit too early. It's a free 5 yards for the offense. Tough run here. It's Martin. Oh, he's got some space. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles. Well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here late.
A little misdirection and the handoff on the counter. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run.
And this is a perfect situation. This is a situation, if you asked me to be in before the game, the coaches would have been in heaven. I got the football. I got the lead on their side of the field. Nice gain on first down. Same exact script. Do it again. Run the football, run the clock, let that thing tick down. And if we add points, we add points.
And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther. The Cowboys will use their first timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Right at the line. And he gets it right on the cusp, maybe a few pebbles short of a first down on that football. I see the closed fist from the ref. It'll be 4th down. Here comes the Wildcat. Watch out here. On the snap, it's Martin. Just hammering with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
And the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. So the Cowboys offense heads onto the field to start this drive. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did. Caught, and he's got room. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
I think one of the most undervalued assets in good quarterback play is the play-action game. Making the run fake honestly and truthfully looking like run. You're fooling the defense, and then you're just making it easier on yourself because you're giving yourself bigger lanes to throw the football into.
To the air, it's Hughes. Fires to the big fella. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. The Cowboys with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. 2nd and short, maybe looking for a shot. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. No room to return, but no problem after making a play like that, and they'll have it at the 25.
And I love this defense understanding situational football. You got the lead in the 4th quarter. Get in your nickel packages. You know the pass is coming, and the execution was great.
Yeah, they thrive on takeaways, and they love to get into games late with the lead because one of the strengths of their entire team is their secondary, and you saw it there. In nickel, they're able to come away with the pick, and it's looking like they're going to be able to seal this game.
They'll run it. They want to take their time here. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense. Now, they got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
They'll give it to him again. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
Keeps it on the option. Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
That will be the final play as they make the stop, and the clock has expired here.